collapse. Sturgeon get blasted for putting SNP into economic shamble over Cambo oil field. Nicola Sturgeon's SNP-led coalition's economic madness is a serious concern, MPs have said after the Scottish Government demanded no drilling on the Cambo oil field. The Scottish Government was accused of failing to understand the importance of the gas and oil industry to the UK economy after lobbying against the development. For months, Ms Sturgeon refused to be drawn on her position on the oil field. However, after going into coalition with the Green Party, which has campaigned against the project, she made clear her opposition to the development last month. SNP and Green MSPs celebrated when Shell pulled out of the Cambo project on Friday. The oil and gas company said, after comprehensive screening of the proposed Cambo development, we have concluded the economic case for investment in this project is not strong enough at this time, as well as having the potential for delays. Bragging at the setback for drilling the new oil field, Green MSP Patrick Harvey, who is a minister in Ms Sturgeon's coalition government, said it was great the Cambo project looks like it's on the skids. Criticising the Scottish Government's failure to back Cambo, DUP MP Sammy Wilson accused Ms Sturgeon of being forced to cave to the Green Party's demands. He added, the economic madness of the Green tail wagging the SNP dog is going to cost Scotland dearly. One of the ways of reducing regional inequality is to encourage investment which creates jobs, generates tax revenue and gives opportunities for supply chains, he said speaking in the Commons. The DUP MP said the move will cost jobs, push oil prices up and make us more dependent upon foreign supplies. Responding, Treasury Minister Simon Clarke said the Westminster government had been left disappointed by the stance taken by the Scottish Government. He said, he makes a very valuable point about the importance of oil and gas to the UK economy, and of course in particular to Scotland's economy. I know my colleagues on this side of the House would join him in saying it is really important that we support the North Sea oil and gas industry to be a success into the future. I do think the lack of support from the SNP is a serious disappointment and a serious concern. What I would obviously say is that the government is committed to support a transition to net zero. Britain has set a target of 2050 to become net zero. The Cambo oil field is located to the west of Shetland. A license for exploration of drilling was first issued in 2001 amid hope it could produce hundreds of millions of barrels of oil. If approved to go ahead, drilling could start as early as next year and continue for 25 years. A spokesperson for the Scottish Government said, we continue to call on the UK Government, who have the power to act in this instance, to urgently reassess all approved oil licenses where drilling has not yet commenced against our climate commitments. Oil was to be the foundation upon which an independent Scotland's prosperity was to be built, according to its supporters. Last week, after promising another referendum on independence within 2 years, Nicola Sturgeon effectively reduced the price upon which Scotland's independent future would be based to nothing. No barrels. No dollars. That is the effect of her decision to oppose the development of the Cambo oil field. The First Minister wishes the end of Scotland's oil and gas industry. In doing so, she has not ordered the end of Scotland's consumption of oil and gas by 1 drop, or 1 therm. Her words will not lead to any cut in Scotland's emissions of greenhouse gases. But instead of exporting oil and creating Scottish employment, the First Minister now wants us to import more gas and export jobs. Possibly as many as 100,000 Scottish jobs will be lost with no plans for how they are to be replaced if the Scottish First Minister gets her way. This was not a policy or a plan for transition, but it is possibly the most expensive press release in Scottish history. The First Minister is jealous of her legacy. She wants to be remembered. The woman who sang the protest song against Margaret Thatcher with the lyrics Bathgate no more, Linwood no more added her own lyric to outdo the Iron Lady, North Sea no more. The COP26 climate summit proved that there is global recognition of the need to save the planet by reaching zero emissions of carbon dioxide. That argument has been won. The question at issue is how quickly that can be achieved and how the transition from a carbon-based global economy to a carbon-free one can equitably be achieved.